Hey guys, welcome back. I don't have lashes on today, so you're gonna have to just see me in all my raw beauty. But at least I got all my hair in the braid, not like last time. Hold on, let me get in front of the sun. I don't think it's mattering, huh? Dude, I look kind of crazy. That's okay though. It just, I'm looking normal. Okay, what sign are we on? We did Libra last, so Scorpio. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Bearing fruit, heart, home, compassion. Heart, home, compassion. I feel like you're coming home to yourself. I feel like you're starting to feel better about the skin you're in. You're starting to feel better about your surroundings. I feel like you're starting to feel better. A lot of people went through a time jump, timeline jump, and it kind of took a toll. It takes a toll physically. People think it's just like, oh no, but I was the way I was shown it was, it always looks like I have hair there, but it's my chair. The way that I was shown is like, if you guys have ever seen any show where anybody like runs like really fast, or I used the Umbrella Academy, you know, where he pulls people and he jumps timelines, literal timelines, but when he pulls people with them, it makes them sick. Like, they don't feel well because it's like, it takes a toll on their body, and it's not their power, it's not their superpower, right? So it makes them feel sick. And some of you guys could have been super grumpy, some of you guys could have been like really like just short fused, but it's an adjustment because you've landed. It's almost like you've got jet lag, you've got timeline lag. Okay, let's keep going. And there, your fruit is starting to, it's almost like you've come back from traveling, and when you left there was no fruit on the trees, and now that you've come home, there's fruit there. Your tree is bearing fruit. You guys got earth magic. Look at this shit. It literally looks like a tree, like the roots, right? But I feel like you guys are, every step you take, you guys are, look at this. Oh my god, I'm doing Scorpio, right? Because there's a lot of earth here, and I know I'm a water sign, so like that's a lot of earth. You guys must be, that's probably why you feel sick. You're like, I'm thirsty. This is not normal for me. I know what it's like to not have water. As a Cancer stellium, yeah, no, I'm like Cancer Sun, Cancer, is it Venus, North Node? I have two more Cancer. I can't remember though. I think I'm a Cancer Mars, or I'm a Libra. I can't remember. Anyway, I have Cancer in my Jupiter, Scorpio in my Jupiter. Anyway, yeah, earth magic. Right now it's almost like you guys are doing a dance, and it's almost like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I was researching on how in the olden times, remember, ballet goes back in the day, and the history of it does start, like the history, the way that they turned it into, per usual, is like, that's how women would go to find husbands, find rich husbands, right? They would go into ballet so that they could go in and find rich husbands, or even like sell themselves so that they could have food for their family to eat. But originally those dances were rituals, right? They were rituals, and when they were dancing, they were doing earth magic. They were actually doing sigils in the earth. And even like when, you know, when they do I did ballet for like 4 years when I was like 4. When you stand on your toes and they would bleed, that was almost like a blood sacrifice, right? But it's almost like you're doing a dance. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Okay, sorry. And look, this is a 1. It's almost like it's a an ace. It's an ace. I'm almost getting what would be a pentacle. It would be a pentacle. It would be an ace. It's almost like your seeds are finally starting to come in, and your roots. But it's because, you know why? You know why? Because things didn't move for a really long time, and it's because there was a lot of turmoil going on right now. Not right now. There was a lot of turmoil going on. You guys went through some shit. I can already tell you, for your roots to be this fucking thick and deep, you had to go through some storms. And I'm not talking about one. I'm talking about like at least more than a handful. Okay, remember, the stronger the storms, the deeper the roots. All right, and these roots look deep. So there might have been a period of time where nothing fucking moved, and it looked like nothing was moving. I just got a lisp. I don't know if some of you guys have a lisp. No judgment, but that was weird. Or you're from Spain, because Spanish, that's how people. Así hablan los españoles. Les gusta hablar con el lisp. I don't get it. Okay, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, nothing was moving, and you were like, why am I being punished? You weren't being punished. You were growing from the inside out. And that is when you're growing something that cannot be touched with, something that nobody else can mess with. Do you know how hard it would be if winds of like, I don't know, 80 miles per hour can't knock over your freaking tree, your roots, for just some random person that's trying to come up and give you dirty energy is going to affect you? It's not even going to touch you. It's not going to touch you. And it's because, remember, as within so without, as above so below. You were building your kingdom in heaven, and now it's finally starting to show on earth. It had to be built first though with your higher person. So God, the universe, source, whatever it is that you believe in, you were building a life up there. I just looked over at my vision board, and there's a picture on there that says wife for some reason, and I almost feel like that was like you are one with the universe, and you needed that because you want to come down and you want to match that, right? So if, let's say, you're gonna get if you're not in a relationship, the person that's gonna come is going to match that energy. It's not gonna be some pissant that doesn't know how to no basic shit, basic fucking shit, right? It's somebody that's going to know how to take control and be a leader by leading, and by showing, and also somebody that can actually, like, a leader always knows that there is always a time to lead and then a time to be led. A good leader, a smart person knows that you are always in a teacher and student position at all times in your life. If you cannot fucking allow somebody else to lead, you are not a leader. Because you're gonna tell me that you are knowledge in every single fucking aspect of the world. I call bullshit, and now I don't even trust you. I don't even trust you. A leader knows how to, okay, I'm not good at this, so you're gonna be good at this, and this is why I'm gonna put you here. And then, you know, let's say you're great at cooking. I can't cook, right? I can cook. I mean, like, you know, so a leader would be like, I can't cook. You cook great, and you're good at with, like, you know, logistics and making sure we have everything we need. So you're in charge of that. And you tell me, right? And then we talk and we come to something, right? Like, if somebody's like, I know better because I am this, or I know better because I was just born this way, you're not a leader. You're not a leader. You're a loser, and you need to get the fuck out of my camp, because I don't want you leading me. No, the smartest person is always gonna know when to lead and when to step back. All right, and I feel like you guys have that innately in you. You guys understand that being a true leader in your life is understanding that you're always going to be in that role of either teacher or student, right? And I feel like you've been doing that for a really long time. I feel like you've been going back and forth, teaching, learning, teaching, learning, teaching, learning, teaching, learning, right? And at the same time, what you were doing is you were just basically sitting there, allowing your roots to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And now your roots have grown, and now the fruits are starting to come out. You're starting to bear fruits. The fruits. Okay. Hold on. Let's get one more. We're using the Big Bertha. It's almost like I want to play with the cards. Maybe you guys are enjoying like playing with life right now, like having just moments where it's like you're not so stressed out. I'm not gonna take that. Like that things are not so stressed out that you actually have time to like just allow yourself to have a moment of non-anything, like just playing, like just allowing yourself to just be lost in space, needing direction. What? That's interesting. Okay, so I feel like your roots are, your fruit is bearing fruit, right? Your tree is bearing fruit. And I feel like right now you're kind of like, okay, what next though? What do I do next? It's almost like you've reached a point where you've never been before, so you're not really sure where to go next. The Roses Kiss. I feel like you guys are going to come into a connection, or you're going to be led to someone that's going to be able to help you go to where you need to go next. Yeah, I feel like you've reached a point where you don't know, because remember, when you're working with magic, earth magic, and then like 3D like stuff is very different. Like, let's say I can do magic like nobody's business, but when you tell me to like go build a whole website, I'm like, I can turn on the computer. I did build a website, but it was asking for anyway, let's not go there. Let's clarify earth magic. I'm actually I keep up enough so that I'm not like dirt, but no yeah, you're challenging the status quo. You're doing things that are out of the norm, and that's why it took so long, because you are not you're not doing things the way they other people are doing them. And even if you are in a niche, you're even doing that. Let me give you an example. I do tarot, right? There's a ton of people that do tarot, but I am not a love channel, and I refuse. And I know for a fact that if I made every single reading of mine about love and relationships and your person, I know for a fact that my viewers would double. I refuse. I do not want, and it's not to say that I don't do love readings, I do, but it's like, it's not, it's not on the forefront. I do them like maybe once a month, because I feel like love is actually not romantic love is not the highest form of love anymore, and in fact I don't think it's ever been. And that's not what we should be focusing on, because the truth is that love is going to come in when you're not even focused on it anyway. What happens is that you continue to focus on yourself, you fix your own life, and then you become the mirror image of the person that you want to come in, right? When we focus too hard on love, we get lost, we get confused, we start to get like we break our own fucking hearts on shit that's not even necessary, right? But this is something that it's going to last. But it is like, what's that deck? I'm seeing that card, the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest. It looks like the horse is stopped, right? It's not even moving. It's the slowest knight in the deck, but it always gets there. It always gets there, right? Slowly but surely getting ahead, right? And it's because those roots needed to grow deep. How many times, do people go viral real quick and then you never hear from them again? Or their music, their one song goes #1 and then they never make a good song again, right? It's almost like what you're building, it needed to, like I said, it needed to grow the roots first, and then it's going to start showing the buds, right? Yeah, roots of abundance, going places. You're about to start traveling. You're about to start, like I said, going places, but I think like even going places in your career. I do feel though like there's something here with the vehicle. You guys might be getting a new vehicle, fixing a vehicle, something about a vehicle here. You guys might be getting a new vehicle, right? But you guys might also be going on a trip, on a vacation. But you guys are like, it's almost like a vacation, but you're still gonna be working. It's almost like you're building enterprises and you're meeting people, and every time you meet someone, it's almost like you meet a new, I guess you could say, client or follower, or it's like you're meeting people that you need to meet on your way around the world that are going to help you on a journey to where you need to go, right? With the wind, swift travel overseas. Yeah, you guys are going to be traveling. This is crazy. This is crazy. This feels really fun and cool. Scorpios, take me with you. Take me with you. We'll have so much fun. I'm a Cancer. Come on. I'm a Cancer. I'm all air, fire, and water. I have almost no earth. I have the only earth I have. Well, obviously we have earth, but the only I have Taurus in my 12th house, and then I have Capricorn and Lilith in my 8th house. Which, if you know, you know. Right now, though, I do feel like you guys do have you guys aren't seeing clearly because obviously it's not in your face. It's not like you guys can see it yet. You guys can't see it yet. It's not there. Right now you guys have it's obscured from you guys. Why is that though? It's coming in. That's more than it's saying. It's almost like, and there is an opportunity that's going to come in that's going to look very small. Again, like I said, like a seed. But it's going to be almost like a plant. And it's one of those plants that like, if you garden, you know, like there are blooms that come in. The first bloom, they're like, you'll get a pepper like this big, right? And then, but if you leave it, like if you continue to wait for like years and years and years, then you'll get a big old pepper, right? You're like, holy shit, right? Right now, you're not seeing it because there's just little things moving, right? And then little by little, there's going to be one and then another and then another and then another. And it's going to start moving. Also, I am hearing that right now, because there is no movement, you're allowing your minds to go into the negative space of nothing's happening, nothing's gonna happen, I'm stuck here again, like things moved and then they didn't, and then what's happening, nothing's moving. It is moving. Get your head out of the clouds. Continue to do what you need to do. Continue to fix what you can, right? If you come here and you tell me I am 1000% completely healed, my health is great, I'm at the weight I want to be, and I have all the money in the world, I wouldn't believe you. I wouldn't believe you. Okay, so continue to do what you need to do in those aspects, right? If you have to like fix up the home, if you have to get in a little bit more exercise, read more books, you know, there will never be books that there's not enough. You'll never run out of books to read, okay? You'll never run out of books to read. Pick up a new hobby. Do anything that you have to do to better yourself while you're waiting for the energetics to catch up with you, right? I feel like you guys have already gone through something recently and it did take a toll. Like, you guys are tired. Imagine if something else big came in while you guys were trying to catch your breath. You'd be like, fuck that, I'm exhausted, I want to sit this one out. No, you don't get to sit it out. It's your turn. It's your seeds. You don't get to sit. Stand up, let's go. Chop suey. It's time. It's time. You're not seeing the seeds that are growing. You see a little sprout, you're like, how the hell am I supposed to feed myself off this? You don't understand that it's basically like the bean from Jack and the Beanstalk. You're not seeing the blessing in what it is, because it is basically the tip of the iceberg. It's starting. You're just starting. You're doing little sprints here and there, and you're going out of breath, and you're talking about, let's go swim from one island to the next. Bro, like, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Okay? Calm down. You fix what you can, and what you can't, we continue to manifest. We continue to pull it in. See? Growth potential. Growth potential. Get more info. Clarify important information, details, documents, examine the fine print. Yeah, no, it's coming in, you just don't see it. But don't allow yourself to be pulled into this negative energy, because all you're doing is making it slow and sludgy, and you can You can. If you eventually slip back into an old paradigm, you can move down a timeline. I don't believe it's as easy as people say, oh, you're just going to go down to a different timeline. No, but I do believe that if you continue to dwell in negative emotions and you continue to do negative things and think negative things and, oh, I'm not going to do shit because nothing's moving, I hate my life, you will slip back into a different timeline. You can. You can. All right? And remember what it took for you to just even get the little movement that you've gotten. It took you trusting in the universe and trusting that you know what the fuck is going to go on, even if nothing happened, and then something big happened, right? I do feel for some of you guys something has happened. It's going to be different for everyone. I'm seeing like I'm seeing a bunch of different things, okay? But I do feel like there has been movement showing you, look, there is movement. We need it's almost like we've moved several pawns. But we're putting you in place for like the checkmate, and the checkmate is not like game over. It's like you win, it's time to move forward, here's your rewards. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, Scorpios. I am gonna get you guys some guidance. All right, Scorpios. Scorpios, hello. Actually, I got lost in a train of thought. That's weird. Maybe you guys are getting lost in like conversations in your mind. I did. I straight up like forgot I was doing. I did. I don't know if you guys are doing that or like thinking about things you have to get done. I straight up. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Listening to wisdom. Yes. Listen to wisdom, but also make sure you're meditating at the beginning. Ground and center as I live and breathe. Meditate in the morning so that you are getting your downloads, right? What is it? Your daily itinerary. When you pray, you're speaking to God. When you meditate, God's speaking to you. And again, it's not like I use the word God, but God is a higher power, the universe, one. It's not God, it's you know, whatever it is that you pray to, whatever it is. When you pray, you're speaking to. When you meditate, they're speaking to you. Okay. All right, unplug and relax for a spell. Yeah, what did I say? All right, Scorpios, I love you guys so much. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.